All right, guys, and on to the next, guys. Once again, Saturday mornings, we kick it off into the DC Nation now, and we're kicking it off with Green Lantern, the animated series. And this episode is episode 6, entitled Lost Planet. I'm not talking about the game Lost Planet, but this episode I really enjoyed. I really much enjoyed. So let me give you a little bit of synopsis of the episode. So, basically, Hal and the gang, following Errant, basically, they follow where the ring of the previous lantern, known as, oh boy, I'm forgetting the lantern that sacrificed himself in the first 2 episodes. They found where his ring was, and on their way to this planet, they realize, I explains to them that this planet is going to be destroyed by this giant asteroid that's coming at once they pass it. So using much of their energy to divert it, they arrive on the planet before it collides. They have about 6 hours to find the lantern, find the lantern, and if there are inhabitants on the planet, get them off the planet before this asteroid destroys them. And the team lands and meets 2 castaways, and they split up to find the ring. They meet. Kilowog sees this individual voiced by Clancy Brown. He's this one-eyed creature. I'm forgetting his name, but Kilowog knows, he recognizes a staff that the individual had. Basically, it was from a war that happened millenniums ago. And the other member of the group is a female who decides to go with Aya because she's like, well, it's been a long time since I've seen a female, so I'll go with her. And Hal goes with this sloth-like character, and Razor basically says, I'm going to go alone. So basically, Hal is basically with this guy, and I'm forgetting his name, and he's talking to this sloth-like character, and he's like, so what were you on your planet? Were you a diplomat? You were this or that? Yada yada yada. And this guy's there's no response from this guy. This guy's getting nothing. And then all of a sudden he just gives him a gesture like, come over here, look over here. And Hal looks over, and he pushes Hal off the cliff, and Hal falls into this ditch, and then the ground is literally like, and take note of this, guys. I hope everybody took notice that the ground starts to like almost come alive and start to incarcerate Hal. And then all of a sudden, when it looks like Hal was going to be incarcerated, it's almost like the ground knew the ring, and it dissipated. And meanwhile you got Aya talking to the female, and she's just going on about how it's really nice to see artificial intelligence. She fakes an injury to take Aya to take her back to the ship, everything like that. And with Kilowog, he's still going on about it's an honor to meet someone who fought in this war, things like that, And with Razor is spelunking through the jungles or so, and all of a sudden he finds a vast graveyard of crash ships. And even before that, he saw somebody flipping through the trees. And then when he comes across this the graveyard, he meets the individual that he was looking for. And who is it? Ladies and gentlemen, it was none other than Saint Walker. Yes, it was Saint Walker. And Saint Walker was basically there, and he explains to Razor that they are pirates. They are pirates and warships that crash landed on this planet. And Saint Walker was voiced by Phil Morris. If you don't know his name, research him. He's a very talented actor. And he did a very good job. And basically, Razor just quickly angered by Saint Walker and his peaceful demeanor, and he starts to attack him. And Saint Walker is easily evading Razor's attack, which is really cool. I mean, he had once again, I use it a lot. This Buddhist Zen monk style. He was just your rage is pointed somewhere else. You shouldn't be doing this, brother, and things like that. It was really funny. And he's able to, basically easily just jab him once like a pressure point, and Razor falls out. And then he warns Razor about his rage, and it says it will be his doom before giving him the Green Lantern ring that they were looking for, and he departs, warning of future danger that the Lanterns will need Razor's help to face the threat. And that's where basically we're starting to see more. While Hal is looking for leads, we're starting to see trees open up. Hal's like, man, I wish I could use some help. All of a sudden, the whole forest opens up for Hal to follow the tracks. And right there and then, what are we thinking right here? Planet. Who do we know is a planet in the Green Lantern universe? I'll get to that in a minute, guys. So the team starts to realize that the castaways are in fact criminals. Aya is basically shut down, and she steals the ship. The ship is stolen. The criminals were stranded there on the base. The team goes after the ship. There's a great fight between Kilowog and the individual Clancy Brown played. That was really good. And then all of a sudden, they take the ship, and there's a big chase scene with the team, the trio, going after the ship. And unfortunately, however, once again, they're going through this mountain range, and it seems like the mountains are coming to life, trying to stop the ship. Boom, boom. And all of a sudden it stops it, knocks the ship off course, and trees automatically come up out of nowhere and easily stops the ship like a catcher's mitt, catches it. And all of a sudden, the team is able to recapture the ship. They stop. They take the prisoners captive, and Hal is telling everybody, get on the ship and leave, because he found the ring, and he throws the ring, and he's like, now go back to Oa. But the ring falls, and it lights up, and it's like it's spinning in the dirt. And Hal starts to thinking, okay, something's not right here. So Hal realizes who the ring has been chosen as his new bearer. So he drills a hole into the planet's core, throws it down there, and realizing that the ring has chosen the planet itself as the Green Lantern, the planet basically comes to life and destroys the asteroid. And all of a sudden, this very deep voice comes out. Hal Jordan, I am Mogo, and things like that, and he's like, I thank you and everything like that for Millennium. The ships have been coming here, and it was really cool. And the planet thanks Hal for saving it and promises that he'll keep the castaways prisoners on the surface, and whenever the team needs him in aid, there's no hesitant to ask him for help. He'll be there in the future. So and then in the background, we see Saint Walker in the back once again, looking in a tree line. So we got two individuals in this series that are part of the Green Lantern universe, guys. We got Saint Walker, and we got Mogo. And I thought they were done very well. This was probably, so far out of the 5 episodes that aired, this probably was my best. This is my favorite right here, guys. I gotta admit, this was so far the best, because they introduced, not just because of that, but one reason is because they introduced people that we know, and that was really fun. I really enjoyed that. I really loved how they portrayed Saint Walker in this. He still believes in hope and everything like that, but he's not a Blue Lantern yet. Are they even going to make him a Blue Lantern? But it was really good. Like I said, Phil Morris did a very good job voicing him. I was very impressed. I did like Mogo's deep voice. I thought that came off very well. I love the embryo, the Green Lantern embryo that came around him when he got the ring. It was well done, guys. I have no complaints about this episode. Not at all. So you guys tell me what you thought about this episode, because I really enjoyed it. Very much indeed. But other than that, guys, as always, this is Mount Kid coming to you again with my recap / review of Green Lantern, the animated series, episode 6, Lost Planet. And other than that, guys, on to the next.